Hi there. Man, it has been so long since I've seen you. So good to have you back. Back in the old shop. I tell you what, it's great to be back working again. I was kind of going a bit insane, stuck inside my apartment, so I'm so glad that we have reopened here, and thank you for coming back, because shops like these need business more than ever at the moment. So what can I do for you today? Oh, you're buying a present for your uncle. He's turning 50. Okay. Wow. Why don't you give me an idea of the kind of music he likes? Easy listening. Any artists in particular? Yep. Okay, so he's kind of into 70s and 80s kind of bands. Yeah, well, we have a few bands and artists that are coming to the top of my head right now, and we can have a look through some of the stock here and see if anything speaks to you that would speak to him. Yeah. And as usual, you'll probably find something for yourself as well, but not putting any pressure on you to buy. Just I know that in the store it's easy to walk out with a few things. Okay, well, why don't I've got a few vinyls that we can look at behind me, but I've also got a pile of some right next to me which we can go through as well. Okay, so actually, you know what, we're gonna play a little game, just because. Well, actually, do you have the time to play a little game, or are you in a hurry? Okay, you got the time. So, without showing you the vinyl, I'm going to ask you a few questions to see if you can guess the artist before I show you who it is. So, this artist that I'm currently looking at, which you can't see hopefully, is someone who unfortunately is no longer with us, but was an extremely talented musician, vocalist, writer, and unfortunately, like many artists, they died tragically young and before their time. But his legacy has lived on and still lives on, with many people only discovering him right now. This will probably give it away, but he is probably most well known for his cover of Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah. Yes, it is the one and only Jeff Buckley. I may have shown you this when you've come in before, but it's an album that was released a couple of years ago, I think in 2016. But it has, 2016, but it has some of his unreleased recordings and songs. Some of them are demos, some of them are official finished tracks, and some of them are just like random recordings that were in, you know, some studio or vault somewhere, and they're released for this album. So I know this isn't quite 80s or 70s, but do you know if he would be into Jeff Buckley? Maybe. Okay, we'll put that in a maybe pile. Okay. The next band I don't know too much about. I'm not sure if you know many of their tracks. You might do, but they, I think, were definitely from an earlier generation than ours. But I love their music. I love this particular album. So it's a band, and there's 4 of them. And this is a best of album, which was released in 1973. So they're not quite a Rolling Stones or Beatles or Beach Boys, but when you hear their songs, you definitely know you've heard them before. So I'm going to read out some of the titles, and you can let me know if you know any of these songs. So, first song on the album, and probably my favorite, is Make It With You. Next song is Everything I Own. Next song is Diary. Next song is Baby, I'ma Want You. Baby, I'ma want you. Baby, I'ma need you. Yeah, Red. So you've heard Baby, I'ma Want You. Yeah. That song plays in supermarkets, everywhere, still. And I love this band, I love this album. It's just great to have on. Easy listening, Sunday vibes. So do you think you might be into a bit of bread? Yeah. And just this one is secondhand, so we'll just check the condition of it. And it looks pretty good to me. It's been kept in its sleeve, which is good. So, do you think that's an option for him? Okay, we'll put that in the definite pile. Okay. Now, this is something, next one in my pile is an artist that is current at the moment, and has been around for maybe almost 15 years. She's still quite young, and I've shown you her vinyls when you've come in before, because I know you've specifically asked for some of hers. She has about 6 or 7 albums out, many of which are on vinyl. And I know that you have asked for this particular one before because it takes you back to your teenage years. And this is, you already know, yeah, that's not even a game anymore, it's too easy. Taylor Swift, Fearless, the Platinum Edition. So it has actually Fearless and then like a whole nother EP with six songs that were not originally included on the album, the Standard Edition, which I found interesting how they did that. I find that quite interesting that they didn't release like an EP with those songs. It was literally just a re-release of the album with 6 new songs on it. So there's like 19 songs. But there must have been some marketing idea behind it. There's two vinyls in here. And this is brand new, so it's in mint condition. Never been played. So I'm not, suggesting you buy it or anything, but it's a pretty good price. It's only $29.95. Put it in the maybe pile. Jeff Buckley. Okay. Next, we have a pretty legendary artist who was huge, absolutely huge in the 80s. And his musical style has influenced so many artists. He's still around, he's still gigging, touring, writing, releasing music. And his name has 3 syllables in total. And the album I'm looking at was released last year in 2019. And it's more of a country style album. Some of his hits, this is so gonna give it away, but I'm gonna give it away now. That's not who it is. It's okay, well, I'll try a few more hints. his music does focus on a lot of Americana. One of his hits is Born in the USA. Yes. Oh. Bruce, the boss, Springsteen. Known for his 9-to-5 grind, working man kind of songs. Working on the highway, dancing in the dark. We do actually have the Born in the USA album as well. Oh, he's already got that. Does he know about this album? This recent album? Yeah, it's actually great. It's kind of fun. It's kind of real like a road trippy kind of album. Yeah, I'm thinking I like that. Okay, we'll put that in the definite pile. This does need a bit of a wipe because it has been in our display, which there's a window open by it, and it can things get a bit dusty. It is brand new though. Okay. Alright, so we'll put that in the definite pile. So, next one, someone actually just dropped in and dropped this one off yesterday. And I've never seen it before, but I know you love her as an actress. She's also had a very successful music career. She's a lot older now. She's maybe in her 70s, but she's still got a lot of life and energy. Yeah, she's an award-winning actress. Very quirky, very out there and comedic, but has an extremely powerful voice too. So, some of the movies she has been in, actually, again, I'm gonna give it away. Some of the movies, I wanted to do characters. Some of the characters she's very well known for. What was that name? What was her name in that film? CC Bloom. CC Bloom. She was in First Wives Club. She was in Hocus Pocus. Yeah. Gave it away. But check this out. This is so cool. I just thought it's so quirky and so it's not in the greatest condition. I didn't expect it. Thighs and Whispers. So I've never heard this album. You haven't either. I haven't heard a lot of her music actually. I know her mostly as an actress, but what was that song? The Rose? Is that Bette? Or something about something, yeah. But I just thought that was a fun one to show you. Maybe not that one today. No. Okay, well, I'll put that in the it's cool but not quite what you're looking for pile. Yeah, I actually you haven't seen this, speaking of ladies of the 80s, it's Stevie Nicks. This is her, I think it's her third or fourth, it's her third solo release. Before this was Belladonna, and then maybe not the Nightbird, was it Nightbird? But this is the Rock a Little album from 1985, and it has I Can't Wait and Talk to Me, which is one of my favorites of hers. And this album is kind of hard to find now. I went on a little album hunt to get some rare albums in, and I found this, and thought I would get it in for the Stevie fans out there. So it is an original release. That's the vinyl sleeve, and vinyl is here. It's in really good condition. For its age, it's 35 years old now, which is crazy. So I will actually put that back in its sleeve. It has all the lyrics on here too. What's your favorite Stevie Nicks song? Dream, oh, but yeah, you like Fleetwood songs? Yeah. You've got the Belladonna album. Yeah, I love that one. Got a lot of her hits on there. Actually gonna leave this out of the sometimes when you take them out, they don't always go back in the same way. Just we'll go with that. Produced by Stevie Nicks, Rick Knowles, and Jimmy Iovine. Yeah, that's right. You want to put this in the maybe pile for you? Okay. Good choice. Let me just put that sleeve back on. Have you ever listened to Kurt Vile? Has your uncle ever listened to him? You don't know. I think he's such a fun kind of artist who kind of just like doesn't give a shit. You know what I mean? Like, excuse me language. But he just is real chill, writes what he feels, unfiltered kind of writing, which I love. And he kind of has that real sort of Midwest Southern kind of feel to his music, and it's rocky and it's kind of rockabilly and it's really good. He's so talented, and I love his album with Courtney Barnett as well. So you might know his song Pretty Pimpin', which is on this album. But he recently released an album called Bottle It In, which is actually really incredible. But we just have this one. You check him out. Yeah, check him out. And if you like this, we have the vinyl in stock. Yes. Last one for the day. I know it's probably, I don't know, maybe it is your uncle's cup of tea, but he doesn't know it yet. He hasn't listened to it. Yeah. I have just had a brain freeze because I love this album so much. Yeah. Because you recently bought, which one did you buy from us a while back? Was it Honeymoon? That's right, we had the Urban Outfitters special edition. Have you got this one yet? What did you think of this album? Yeah, I loved it too. I've had it on repeat still for like over a year. Or a year, no. When did it come out? Well, it came out less than a year ago. But the singles, like Mariner's apartment complex. Mariner's apartment complex, I've listened to a lot. Love Cinnamon Girl is my favorite, I think. And Doing Time, Sublime Cover, Love Bartender. Recently, only just got into Happiness as a Butterfly. You love that one? Oh, you love Venice Bitch. Venice Bitch, yeah. That one's great to just mellow out to. Like, it's so long, you can sort of just fall into it, you know? Oh, you actually want to get this. You do, you definitely want this today. Okay. Right, well I think we should make sure it's absolutely pristine, dust-free. And settle you up so we haven't any far. What about for your uncle? What do you reckon? You've got Bruce and bread. You're gonna go for Bruce. Okay. And anything else today? Stevie as well. Yeah, good choice. So that one is $21.95, and these are $29.95. So together, 59, 79.85, I think altogether. Just make it 79. And I will give these one final wipe. And how would you like to pay today? Card? Alrighty, we'll just put your card in the machine here. Oh, I should probably actually set that up for you. Okay, try that now. Alright, all set. There we go. And I thank you again for coming in and hanging out with me and talking about these artists, and thank you for your purchase. And let me know if I can help you with anything else. Give me a call or drop by, and really hope to see you again soon.